Namaste and welcome back to our online mathematics class. In the last class we have completed exercise 9.2 of NCERT class 11 mathematics test. And today we move on to the next topic, geometric progression. We have already go through the topic arithmetic progression. What is an arithmetic progression? Arithmetic progression is the list of numbers obtained by adding a fixed number to the preceding term except the first term. And the fixed number is called what? Common difference of an arithmetic progression, AP. Okay. So here geometric progression means it's also a list of numbers obtained by multiplying a fixed number to the preceding term except the first term. Or we can say if we take the ratio of any term to the preceding term except the first term, we will get the same value. That means the ratio is common. That ratio is known as the common ratio of a geometric progression. Geometric progression we can say GP. Okay. So if we take the first term of a GP as small letter a and the common ratio as R. Okay. Here is the first term and R is called the common ratio. Then we can write the general form of the GP as AR square, AR cube, etc. AR raised to n minus 1, etc. Okay, so the common ratio R can be written as A2 by A1, which is equal to A3 by A2, which is equal to A4 by A3, which is equal to etc. equal to an by an minus 1. Okay, if we take the ratio of any term to the preceding term except the first term, we will get the what? Common ratio of a GP. Right. So here AR raised to n minus 1 is known as the nth term of the geometric progression. Nth term or general term. It is denoted by an and which is equal to AR raised to n minus 1. Okay, so we can say the seventh term is what? AR raised to 7 minus 1, AR raised to 6, and 10th term is AR raised to 9. 16th term, A16 is equal to AR raised to 15 and so on. Okay, similarly we can write any term using this general formula. An is equal to AR raised to n minus 1, where A is the first term, R is the common ratio, and n is known as the position of the term or the number of terms in the geometric progression. Okay, now we shall discuss the sum to n terms of a GP. So we can denote it by Sn, which is equal to A plus AR square plus AR cube plus etc. plus AR raised to n minus 1. The nth term is denoted by AR raised to n minus 1. Okay. And we can consider this as two different situations. Case 1 is when R is equal to 1. And when R equal to 1, what happened? Sn is equal to A plus A into 1. Again A into 1 square. A, then plus A plus etc. plus A. That means here we have n terms or n times A. So this will be equal to n into A. So this is the first one. When R equal to 1, we have the formula Sn is equal to what? Na. And case 2 is when R is not equal to 1. And when R is not equal to 1, we have two formula for finding Sn. One is Sn is equal to A into R raised to n minus 1 divided by R minus 1. And another one is Sn is equal to A into 1 minus R raised to n divided by 1 minus R. So these are the two different formulas to find the sum to n terms of a GP. Okay. R not equal to 1 means R is either greater than 1 or less than 1. Normally, when r is greater than 1, we take this formula first one, and r is less than 1, we take the second one. But both formula gives the same answer. For example, if we take one minus from both numerator and denominator, we will get the first one. Okay, minus of r raised to n minus 1, here minus of r minus 1. Minus and minus get cancelled, we will get the first one. A into r raised to n minus 1 divided by r minus 1. So we can use both the formulas in any question. No problem. Now we shall discuss some problems from exercise 9.3. Let's start. Here the first question is, find the 20th and nth terms of the GP 5 by 2, 5 by 4, 5 by 8, etc. So we can write the first term A as 5 by 2 and the common ratio R is equal to A2 by A1. 5 by 4 divided by 5 by 2, which gives 1 by 2. And here n is equal to 20. First of all, we can find the 20th term. We have a formula an is equal to a r raised to n minus 1. Here a20 is equal to a r raised to 19, and which is equal to 5 by 2 into 1 by 2 the whole raised to 19. Or we can write 5 by 2 into 1 raised to 19. 1 raised to any number 1. So 1 by 2 raised to 19. Now we can combine 5 into 1 5 divided by 2 power 1 into 2 power 19. 2 power 1 plus 19, which gives 2 raised to 20. So 5 divided by 2 raised to 20 is the first answer. The next is the nth term. So an is equal to a r raised to n minus 1, which is equal to 5 by 2 into 1 by 2 raised to n minus 1. That is 5 by 2 into 1 raised to n minus 1. It is 1 divided by 2 raised to n minus 1. That is 5 divided by 2 raised to 1 into 2 raised to n minus 1. That is 1 plus n minus 1. Minus 1 plus 1 get cancelled. We get n. 2 raised to n. So the nth term is 5 divided by 2 power 10. Okay. Here the next question is, find the 12th term of a GP whose 8th term is 192 and the common ratio is 2. So 8th term A8 is equal to 192 and common ratio R is equal to 2. An we have formula A R raised to n minus 1. So A8 A R raised to 7. Okay, 8 minus 1 7. So A R raised to 7 is equal to 192. Here we can put the value of R. A into 2 raised to 7 is equal to 192. This 192 we can factorize. 2, 9, 6, then 2, 4, 8, 2, 24, 2, 12, 2, 6, 2, 3. So this can be written as A into 2 raised to 7 is equal to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 2 power 6 into 3. Okay. This 2 power 6 and this 7 get cancelled. We get 2 on the left side. So A is equal to 3 by 2. The first term of the GP will be 3 by 2. Now we can find the 12th term. A12 is equal to A R raised to 11. Here A is 3 by 2. So 3 by 2 into 2 raised to 11. And which is equal to 3 into 2 raised to 10. Here on 2 get cancelled. So we get 2 raised to 10. What is 2 raised to 10? 1024. Okay. 3 into 1024 and which gives 3072. So our final answer is 3072. Clear? Here the next question is, the 5th, 8th and 11th terms of a GP are P, Q and S respectively. Show that Q square is equal to PS. Okay. Here A5 is equal to P, A8 is equal to Q and A11 is equal to S. A5 means the 5th term. So A R raised to 4. Okay. A R raised to n minus 1. So here we can write A R raised to 4 is equal to P. We can take it as equation number 1. Then A8, the 8th term, A R raised to 7 is equal to Q. Then 11th term a r raised to 10 is equal to s. Now take the LHS part, q square, which is equal to, q value is a r raised to 7. So a r raised to 7 the whole square, which is equal to a square r raised to 14. A raised to m the whole raised to n. A raised to mn. Okay. Now we can rearrange this one. We have to prove q square is equal to what? Ps. And what's the value of p? P here is a r raised to 4. So we can extract a r power 4 from this term. So a r raised to 4 into, what's the remaining? A r raised to 10. Okay. If we multiply and combine together, we will get the previous step, a square r raised to 4. A into a square, r raised to 4 into r raised to 10, r raised to 14. So which is equal to a r raised to 4, it is p, and a r raised to 10 is s. So ps, which is equal to RHS. That is q square is equal to ps. Okay. Here the next one is, the fourth term of a GP is square of its second term. So fourth term we can write a r cube, which is equal to square of its second term. Second term is a r. Okay. So a r the whole square. It is given. And the first term is minus 3. A is equal to minus 3. We have to find the seventh term. Okay. So a r cube is equal to a square r square. Here on a we can cancel, and r square we can cancel. So r is equal to a. The value of a is minus 3. Therefore r is also equal to minus 3. Now we can write the seventh term. A7 is equal to a r raised to 6. So minus 3 into minus 3 the whole raised to 6. Or we can write minus 3 the whole raised to 7, and which is equal to minus 2187. Okay. Now we move on to question number 5. Which term of the following sequences 2, 2 root 2, 4 etc. is 128, root 3, 3, 3 root 3 etc. is 729, 1 by 3, 1 by 9, 1 by 27 etc. is 1 by 19,683. Okay. We can discuss one by one. Take the first one. Here a is equal to 2 and r is equal to 2 root 2 divided by 2, which gives root 2. And here n is 128. We have to find the value of n. Okay. n we have formula a r raised to n minus 1. Here it is given as 128. A is 2 and r is root 2. So 2 into root 2 raised to n minus 1 equal to 128, or root 2 raised to n minus 1 is equal to 128 divided by 2, 64. That is root 2 raised to n minus 1 is equal to 64. We can write 2 power 6. Okay, and which is equal to root 2 raised to 12. We know 2 can be written as root 2 into root 2. So 2 raised to 6 can be rewritten as root 2 power 12. Now we can combine these two steps. Here root 2 raised to n minus 1 is equal to root 2 raised to 12. So the power must be same. Therefore what we can write, n minus 1 is equal to 12, and which gives n is equal to 13. Okay. Now take the second one. Here a is equal to root 3, r equal to 3 by root 3, which gives root 3, and an is equal to 729. That is a r raised to n minus 1 is equal to 729. Root 3 into root 3 raised to n minus 1 is equal to 729. Root 3 into root 3 raised to n minus 1. A raised to m into a raised to n. A raised to m plus n. Root 3 raised to n is equal to, this 729 can be written as 3 raised to 6. That is root 3 raised to n is equal to root 3 raised to 12. 3 raised to 6 can be rewritten as root 3 raised to what? 12. Therefore, while comparing we get what? N is equal to 12. Here the base same, so power must be same. So n is equal to 12. Okay. And the third one is A is equal to 1 by 3, then R is equal to 1 by 9 by 1 by 3, which gives 1 by 3. Then AN is equal to 1 by 19683. Here also A R raised to n minus 1 is equal to 1 by 19683. A is 1 by 3, so 1 by 3 into 1 by 3 raised to n minus 1, which is equal to 1 by, this term we can factorize 19683 divided by 3. 6 3s are 18, then 5 3s are 15, here 6, 1, again 3, 2, 1, 8, 7, again 3, 7, 2, 9, 3, 2, 4, 3, again 3, 81, 3, 27, 3, 9, 3, 3. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So what we can write? 3 raised to 9. Okay. That is 1 by 3 raised to n. 1 plus n minus 1. N, which gives 1 by 3 raised to 9. 1 raised to any number gives the same value. So 1 by 3 raised to 9 can be written as 1 by 3 the whole raised to 9. And on comparing we get the value of n is equal to 9. Clear? So here the next one is, for what values of x the numbers minus 2 by 7, x, minus 7 by 2 are in GP. So we have one result, if a, b, c are in GP, then b is equal to root AC. And this b is known as what? The geometrical mean. Okay. So the geometric mean between two numbers a and b is given by root of AB. GM is equal to, GM means the geometric mean, which is equal to root AB. Okay. So we can easily find the answer. Here minus 2 by 7, x and minus 7 by 2. So x will be equal to root of minus 2 by 7 into minus 7 by 2. All values get cancelled. Minus into minus plus root 1, which gives plus or minus 1. So the value of x is plus or minus 1. Okay. Here the next one is, find the sum to indicate number of terms in each of the geometry progressions in exercises 7 to 10. Here 4 sub questions are given. We have to find the sum to indicate a number of terms. Okay. Let us consider the 7th question. Here we have 0.15 as A is equal to 0.15. Then R is equal to 0.015 divided by 0.15. Or we can write 15 by 150, which gives 1 by 10, that is 0.1. And the value of a number of terms is 20. Sn we have formula, Sn is equal to A into 1 minus R raised to n divided by 1 minus R. And which is equal to, here A is 0.15 into 1 minus R raised to n. R value is 0.1, the whole raised to 20 divided by 1 minus R, 1 minus 0.1. That is 0.15 divided by, this time we can write first, 1 minus 0.1 is 0.9 into 1 minus 0.1 the whole raised to 20. This time we can simplify 0.15 divided by 0.9 or 90, and which is equal to 1 by 6. Okay, so the final answer is 1 by 6 into 1 minus 0.1 the whole raised to 20. Okay. And here the next one is, A is equal to root 7, R is equal to root 21 divided by root 7. Or we can write root 3 into root 7 divided by root 7. Root 7 get cancelled, we get root 3. So the common ratio is root 3. And here we have to find the sum to n terms. Right. So we can write the formula. Sn is equal to a into r raised to n minus 1 divided by r minus 1. And which is equal to root 7 into root 3 raised to n minus 1 divided by root 3 minus 1. Here we can rationalize the denominator of this fraction. For that we can multiply both numerator and denominator by what? Root 3 plus 1. Okay. So here we can write root 7 into root 3 plus 1 into root 3 power n. Root 3 means 3 raised to half. So root 3 power n means 3 raised to 1 by 2 the whole raised to n. Or we can write 3 raised to n by 2. A power m the whole power n. A power mn. Okay. So this can be rewritten as 3 raised to n by 2 then minus 1 divided by root 3 minus 1 into root 3 plus 1. That is root 7 into root 3 plus 1 into 3 raised to n by 2 minus 1 divided by, here it is of the form a plus b into a minus b. What's identity? A plus b into a minus b? A square minus b square. So root 3 square minus 1 square. Root 3 square is 3. 3 minus 1 square is 1. So we get the final answer as root 7 into root 3 plus 1 divided by 3 minus 1 is 2. Then into 3 raised to n by 2 minus 1. This is our sum. Okay. Now consider the next one. 1 minus a square minus a cube etc. n times if a is not equal to minus 1. If a equal to minus 1, what happen? The second term becomes plus 1. So 1, 1. Okay. The next term also 1. Each and every term look alike. Okay. So here we can write a is equal to 1, r equal to minus a divided by 1, that is minus a. We have to find the sum to n terms. So we can write Sn as Sn is equal to a into 1 minus r raised to n divided by 1 minus r. That is 1 into 1 minus a raised to n divided by 1 minus a, and which is equal to 1 minus a the whole raised to n divided by 1 plus a. Okay. Now take the last one, 10th one. Here the first term is x cube. A is equal to x cube, then r equal to x raised to 5 by x cube, which gives x square. So Sn is equal to a into 1 minus r raised to n divided by 1 minus r, and which is equal to x cube into 1 minus x square the whole raised to n divided by 1 minus x square, and which is equal to x cube into 1 minus x square the whole raised to n, a raised to m the whole raised to n, a raised to mn, so 2n, x raised to 2n, then divided by 1 minus x square. Clear? Now we move on to question number 11. Evaluate sigma k equal to 1 to 11, 2 plus 3 raised to k. Okay, we have to find the sum. So sigma k equal to 1 to 11, 2 plus 3 raised to k. First of all, we can split the terms. Sigma k equal to 1 to 11, 2, then plus sigma k equal to 1 to 11, 3 power k. Here no terms involving k equal to 1 to 11. So we have to write 2 11 times. Okay. So the answer will be 2 into 11. Then plus, here we can replace the value 3 raised to 1 plus 3 square plus 3 cube plus etc. plus 3 raised to 11. That is 22 plus This is in the form of a GP with the first term A is equal to 3 and R is equal to 3. N is equal to 11. So we can use the formula here. A into, that is 3 into R raised to n minus 1. 3 raised to 11 minus 1 divided by R minus 1. 3 minus 1. So 22 plus 3 into 3 raised to 11 minus 1 divided by 2. This is our answer. 22 plus 3 into 3 raised to 11 minus 1 divided by 2. Okay. So that's all for today. The remaining questions we will discuss in the next video. If you have any doubts, you can ask me in the comment section. Thanks for watching. Thank you.